One is to renovate Qualcomm, another is a new stadium downtown, and recently the UT has been talking about a new stadium as part of an entertainment complex at the 10th Avenue Marine Terminal, now operated by the port. Do you have any comments on the Chargers and how it should be funded if it's to be built?
Yeah. By the way, I always have this fantasy toward the end of the campaign when we know each other's speeches, that we all should give each other speeches. So I favor an innovative idea district in which the thing can be 360 days a year. No, that's just me. Look, I love the Chargers, but there's not going to be any extortion by these major league teams when I'm the mayor. If they have a monopoly and they figure they could say we're going to leave if they don't do stuff. So we have a billionaire owner of the Chargers. They make hundreds of millions of dollars, and they want $1 billion of our tax money. I say no more extortion. So they're not going to get that from me. Now, I also am a good but tough negotiator. If the Chargers say to me, and they will not, but I've asked them this, give San Diego part of the ownership of the team. I don't know, quarter, third of the team, that we share in the profits. So if you decide to pick up and leave, we get part of the sales cost. If you're making a lot of money, we're going to get part of it. I'll be happy to be an investor if we get back. And we can make all kinds of other things. You know, a lot of players help the kids and help our community, but we should make that we should institutionalize it. Say, you're going to give back this. You're going to make sure the taxpayers, by the way, who have to pay the tax on this stuff, generally can't even afford to go to the games. Let's get some tickets for the, now our partial owners. So I'm going to make a lot of demands on them if they want to stay here, but we're not going to give in to extortion.
There's a community just on the east side of downtown called Stockton. I said in a debate, someone said, why are you talking about the Central Valley? It's not. It's a community in San Diego. And if you go there, you'll find areas of Stockton that don't have streetlights. There's no streetlights. It's completely dark at night. You go to Barrio Logan, it hasn't had a community plan updated since 1978. There's areas you go where there's crumbling sidewalks, and so you understand why those communities don't understand a conversation about taking city general fund dollars to build a massive box you use a handful of times a year to play football in. And so I think if we're going to have a conversation about a stadium, it has to be filtered through a broader prism of a couple of things. How does it truly help us become the world's most innovative city? How does it ensure a revenue plus to the general fund, not a drain? And how is it about more than just one area of town? Because we've got to rebuild the whole city, not just one area. And so I have proposed a multi-use facility with a retractable roof that I think we could use 350 days a year, consolidate the operations of the sports arena, go get boxing and MMA and Final Four. Even the current convention center expansion won't handle the really large Rotaries and Kiwanis. And then around that area, don't have a sports and entertainment district, let's have a creative district. Richard Florida's book, the Creative Class, looks at cities that drive the biggest number of paths and says, what else do they all have in common? And it's the highest number of artists. So if you like the arts because you like the arts, we're going to invest in the arts. If you don't like the arts at all, we're still going to invest in the arts because it affects our economy. So if we had a creative district, new school of design and architecture in that same environment, you create that vibrant thing for those young workers, those technology workers. You can turn the sports arena into a manufacturing and job training center and apprenticeship program, a manufacturing incubator. You can take the current Qualcomm site and actually create new open space. Imagine the park you could build on the banks of the San Diego River, an area that already has transit for density and housing, maybe affordable housing. How does all of that fit into a broader vision that moves our whole city forward? And if you can work that out without costing the city general fund or the taxpayers' money, then that's the type of thing I'm doing.
Thank you, Nathan. I'm going to let you handle this next one.